Hey, how's it going, everyone? Oh, let me turn that down just a little bit. Welcome to Hard Reset. This is Grant,
And I'm Jasmine.
and you are watching us play Banjo-Kazooie on the Xbox One specifically. Cause let's just face it, it's gonna probably look and run a little bit better on this thing.
Even though the controls are significantly different than the N64 that I'm used to.
Yeah, but what are you gonna do? Oh, so yeah, I know you've been playing this game like crazy when you were younger. I played a little bit myself as well.
It's a game I played an absurd amount considering I never owned the game until a few years ago when I bought the N64 cartridge, finally. My cousins had the game and so I played it every time we went.
Yeah, I remember I played this a little bit when I was younger too, but by the sound of things, you probably did a lot more than I did. Because I was never the best at platformers.
Whereas platformers is totally my jam.
Yeah. I mean, I'm much better now, but it's like, back then, probably not so much.
The thing is, it requires a lot of patience, especially since, like, cameras and stuff were not that well attuned at the time.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, just dealing with the N64 controller in general back then.
Although I have to say, Banjo-Kazooie handled a lot better, in my opinion, than Mario 64 did.
Well, yeah, because they kind of worked out a lot of the kinks at that point.
Yeah, because they came out like a few years apart.
Oh, thank
So
God.
this is the villain of our game, Gruntilda. She's basically the Wicked Witch stereotype. Bubble, bubble, toil and trouble. Everything she says rhymes.
Gotta admit, it makes for quite a lyrical experience.
Oh, yes. Also, she has this whole vanity thing going on. Oh, this girl is much fairer than I am, and I wish I could be that pretty. And the Cauldron's totally dissing her. He's like, you can't be like this girl. She's cute and kind.
I'm not gonna lie, all of a sudden I'm just thinking of that episode of Animaniacs. They're making fun of Snow White.
They did a Snow White episode?
Yeah! You know, oh, I thought you saw that one.
I probably have. It's just been a while.
Well, basically it's the one where, like, after Snow White, like, defeats the, that evil witch queen, like, suddenly she's just completely full of herself, and then Dot comes in the picture, and she's trying to, like, kill off Dot so she can remain, like, the prettiest one.
Oh, so she has, like, an Aphrodite thing going on where no one else can be as pretty as me, and I will kill them if they are, kind of thing?
More or less.
So, this girl is Toot. She's Banjo's younger sister. This is Banjo, a lazy butt who's sleeping because he's a bear.
On that topic, that also reminds me, didn't our friend Dez say something like there was a Junji Ito story where they kind of made fun of that whole Snow White thing?
Probably. Junji Ito has covered a lot of surprising topics.
Yeah, because that one, it was kind of interesting, was like, it was more like a topic of like, no matter what the witch did, like Snow White, even in death, still just like remained beautiful.
Interesting.
Yeah. I remember it was like some really weird thing where, like, even in the end, that she just ends up like killing her and just like still like end up turning Snow White into like this beautiful statue or something like that. And I feel like that broom makes a cameo in Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Yeah, I think so.
Didn't they make it like a complete hick too?
I think so, because I don't think in this game it has a voice or personality. It's just a broom with eyes.
Yeah.
By the way, this is a common rare thing. A lot of objects will have eyes and probably dialogue.
Yeah, anthropomorphizing. Is that the right word?
Yes.
Okay, I want to make sure, because I'm a little loopy today. Got a slight fever running, so I thought this would be a good way to just kind of like, just simmer down.
So yeah, the bird is Kazooie. She's kind of a bitch sometimes. She always makes snide comments. So I'm Banjo, and Kazooie is right there in my backpack.
I think we have to actually do the tutorials before we can actually take advantage.
Yeah, I'm just gonna skip the tutorial if that's okay with everyone. That way I get all the basic moves without having to listen to this guy teach me how.
Yeah, because I mean, you played a little bit on the Xbox, so you kind of got an idea.
I got an idea of the controls.
Yeah, then we should probably be completely fine with that already then.
So yeah, where's my sister? The witch took her away. Now the rest of the game you have to rescue your sister.
Whee!
Meanwhile, Kazooie, while getting information, is still insulting the person giving her information. Calling him goggles for eyes, geeky, and probably a bunch of other insults.
Yeah, you know, pretty much every insult you can think of.
Press A if you want me to teach you some basic moves. Or press B. No. I don't need that.
Oh, it's like trying to... It's
You
like
bet
going
we're
at a
good
Shatner speed at this point. Or, well, I'll give you basic moves. Meet me at the top of Spiral Mountain.
Sure, that would be a much more pleasant voice than his. So, I'll just demonstrate some of the moves. This is the sort of high jump.
I don't think we have to, like, slow down the gameplay to actually demonstrate.
Well,
oh, hey, what do you
That's
know?
why I wanted to demonstrate it.
That, I think I missed. Oh, it's just a life, okay. Still, very important.
And there's an extra life. It's a trophy of Banjo.
Wow, I missed that the first time.
I'll show you where the other one is.
Go.
So, this is sort of a basic roll, but he can also punch. Your healing, well, your health is represented by those, and I will show you what happens when I get hit. Oh no. Oh no,
okay,
the onion hit me.
I think there's some things that are just really self-explanatory, namely, don't get hurt by things.
Well, I just wanted to show this dialogue. Even the honeycomb has dialogue.
Oh, we would have gotten hit eventually. Would have made for a nice, pleasant surprise.
Okay, enough tutorial nonsense. I'm just gonna get the other extra life. And the other, extra honeycomb thing so I can start the game with more health. Not that I think I would need it yet, but whatever.
Kind of surprised they haven't tried to make any, like, cheap throwbacks to, like, honeycomb cereal.
Which was definitely a thing at the time when this game came out, like 1998-ish.
Yep, 98. So what do you think of the remaster overall, though?
The textures definitely look better. It controls a lot more smoothly. I have a more fine-tuned control over, like, the camera.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you still have a couple issues here and there, but that's more or less just being used to how it was before, though, right?
Yeah, that's more my, having to, I guess, recalibrate myself.
Yeah, that's definitely understandable. Oh. Although I gotta wonder, just how did a bear and a chicken get to be roommates?
Like,
there's some things just like...
Why does this rock have eyes?
I know, like, I genuinely want to know. It's like...
I wish I had an answer for you, Grant, but...
So do you think that Rare would have?
You just learn to go with things. And I know there's one more, and I can't remember where it is.
Probably up there
Oh, it's
somewhere.
there.
Oh.
Where the flying cauliflower is. I'm gonna kill him.
Yeah. I feel like the subtext of this whole level is screw vegetables. You don't need them. Toss them along the floor and absolutely eviscerate them or something.
Yeah. Screw veggies, kids. Eat your sugar and, I guess, honeycomb cereal.
Yeah. Although, to be fair, honey is good for the throat.
It is. Where's the...
Wait, what are you looking for?
I want to get back on the mountain. Or get onto the mountain. There it is.
Going up the mountain, I don't remember how that song really goes.
Hell if I know.
I remember there's some song called Coming Down the Mountain. But for the life of me, I can't remember who sang it or what the lyrics are.
Damn it.
Aside from the coming down the mountain part. I think you're just supposed to go around.
I know, but I like to be lazy and take the kind of shortcut that didn't work, so I'm gonna eat my pride and just do it the normal way.
No, isn't messing one of those things up technically more effort?
That's why I said I'm gonna eat my pride and just do it the old-fashioned way.
Oh, pride. It's so overrated nowadays. Uno momento, por favor.
Cross the bridge, enter her lair, watch out for me inside, because apparently he can go anywhere inside, but I have to walk around like an idiot. So blah 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 plot stuff. This is some magical machine that will trade Tootie's beauty for Grunty's, I guess, grossness. And this is her Igor with a lisp.
I can't help but feel like that's the secret to Cher for a long time.
What, kidnapping little girls and stealing their beauty?
Probably, because, I mean, plastic surgery, I mean, either... I've never seen plastic surgery, like, work so well for her for, like, the longest time.
I just love the look of this, and how, like, the walls all have, like, faces everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna get the first puzzle piece.
Sometimes I'm just imagining seeing, like, a xenomorph, like, kind of stuck in the wall, kind of like in Alien or something.
That would be cool.
Honestly, they probably could have gotten away with it, too.
They would just add googly eyes to make it slightly less threatening. It would fit the aesthetic of this game.
Oh my god, that would be amazing.
So, basically, the Jiggies are like stars from Mario 64, if you're familiar with that. This is how you use them to open levels.
Sorry, I'm just imagining just like a googly-eyed xenomorph.
People of the internet with Photoshop, somebody get on that.
Yeah, just... Oh my god, that'd be an entirely different movie. Like, it would still be bloody, but it would also be, like, unintentionally hilarious. Kind of like what The Predator almost turned out being like.
What did The Predator almost turn out being like?
Oh my god, if you could see what it looked like. Oh, hold on, let me look up the image of it. Because originally, The Predator was going to be played by Jean-Claude Van Damme.
That would have looked goofy.
Oh no. You need to see what it actually looks like.
We will put a link up, I guess, when this video comes up.
Yeah, because I don't think we have the video editing capabilities of actually just like or like photoshopping them in here or something like that, or just like putting a spinning image like Game Grumps always does.
Yeah.
We're not that
We don't have a dedicated editor. We have Grant.
And I know the bare bone basics. I know how to cut and slide and export. And this is why I can't get a job. At least I got Adobe,
Stop
so I got
patronizing me, Bottles. I know it's slippery. Sorry to interrupt you, Grant. I was just irritated at Bottles.
Wait, which one's Bottles?
He's
oh, right,
the mole.
Oh, those things there for the longest time, you weren't sure if they were termites or ants.
They're termites. So basically, ground pound, blah blah blah.
And also, I have no idea that why, like, when I first tried this, I didn't think to do the fact that I was like, oh, I'm supposed to do that on,
Whenever Bottles teaches you a new move,
yeah,
it's usually right near where you end up having to use it.
Yeah, remember when you pointed that out to me? It's like, oh my god, I could have butt smashed those things. It's like, man, I suck at this.
So yeah, Rare has 1 million collectible items, as you can see. Don't worry about keeping track of all of this just yet. It's still not as bad as Donkey Kong 64.
That reminds me, we still got to get that game too, because I think they have them on the Wii U.
Yeah.
Granted, I doubt we can take advantage of the second analog stick, but that would make things a lot easier. Oh, actually, probably would, because I assume the camera controls with the C buttons.
Yeah, I think after this game, I might not want to play another very similar game right away.
Unless it's Banjo-Tooie.
That I could do, but
We're
like,
not gonna do that till
DK64 is way overkill, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna bother going in there because I can't do anything with that just yet.
Well, I know, like, also the main problem people have with that game was, like, I think it was a control issue mostly. Where, like,
well, it's control, and also you experience each level like 5 times because each collectible item you get, you have versions of it for each character, and there are 5 playable characters. So when you unlock a character, you kind of have, if you want 100% the game, which I'm the sort of person that tries to do, even though I usually fail, but I still try. So that means if once I unlock a character, I have to go back to previous levels and play those levels again as the characters I unlock.
I feel like you and Gerard would get along pretty well in those regards, since he's like he is the completionist.
But the thing is, I don't have the patience for it. It's something I aim to do, but then at some point I give up.
Right.
Like in Mario 64, I don't think I'll ever get 120 stars. It is a long-term goal, but I think I'll stop at like 86 and be like, I'm done. I can't take it anymore, just let me beat the game already. Whereas he will try his best to 100% the game and he won't give up.
Yeah. Because I think like one of the few exceptions, because of like a glitch thing, which I think he still got around, was, I watched him do his review on the Ghostbusters game. And he talked about how, like, there's unfortunately, like, a lot of the achievements involve multiplayer stuff. And barely anybody plays it anymore. And I guess the PS3 actually had a glitch or something that kind of messed it up.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah.
So now I can climb the slippy thing that Bottles was nagging me about earlier.
Joke's on you, Bottles, even though
You taught
you
me
taught
how to...
me. Okay, I guess the joke's still technically on us, but...
Leave me alone, Bottles.
Alright, well, I think that's about it for this episode. So join us next time. Hopefully we'll get another one of these episodes up soon enough, depending on how quickly I can, and not so lazily, edit these together. So we will see you next time.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.